So what's the grape mix we're talking about today? So we are back to our Grand Cru series where we talk about Grand Cru Class A, Left Bank, Bordeaux, and now we're talking about one of my favorite wines in Saint-Julien. This is called Chateau Gruaud Larose, and actually this is a 2019 second wine, which is called Sarget Gruaud Larose. And if you're not familiar with Gruaud Larose, they are in Saint-Julien. So we're all the way up here on the map, and you can see Saint-Julien is right here, and we got the little blue caption right here. Look how close it is to the river. But we also wanted to point out our book here, which is called Hugh Johnson's book. But just to give you a little bit of background, this was the past, the present, and the future we talk about, which is Cordier was the owners of Gruaud Larose, but in 1997, they sold to a gentleman named Jacques Merlaut. I know that's kind of a funny thing because you think, oh, how funny, his name is Merlot, but he's one of the power guys in Bordeaux. He owns the Talion Group. They own Auberge Liberal, they own Chateau Siron, they own Ferrières in Margaux, they own Chaspleen in Mouly. They also own Robot Promise, which is in Sauternes. So yes, one of the powerhouses in all of Bordeaux. But one of my favorite wines is the Sarget. I actually had a very memorable tasting that I was invited to the property one year. And they were doing what they called decades of wine. So they were pouring out of Imperials, 1970, 1980, and 1990 out of Imperials, just to show the evolution of their wines. And every one of the wines was spectacular. I mean, Gruaud Larose has one of the biggest sellers of old vintages. So when I had a chance to go there this year and visit the property, they've done a lot of renovations and everything like that. But, you know, they have bottles going back to 1865, 1890. It's one of the true treasures of Saint-Julien. And we look at this property, and in the scheme of things, I think it's a great property for the value. But I just wanted to highlight my 22 tasting because I thought Gruaud Larose was one of the highlights. Deep dark color in the glass. The nose opens to reveal tobacco, mineral, ripe plum, cassis, all high tone and alluring. On the palate, the fruit is medium bodied, rich tinged up front, mineral tone cassis, long finish, soft melted tannins. I cannot wait to see how this bottle does. Great potential from this historic property. Terrific wine in the making. Gruaud Larose for the ages 95, 96 with a plus. You know what that means? I mean, you're touching not far off from first growth. But again, the prices, you've got to look at the prices of Gruaud Larose. They are not going to be soaring like Lafite, like Mouton, like Margaux, like even the Super Seconds, you know, like, Pichon Lelon and Pichon Baron. You know, those are all super high tone prices. I mean, you're skyrocketing. Gruaud Larose is a place to look. They've always been one of the best values in all of Bordeaux, as far as I'm concerned. But this Sarget is unbelievable. The second wine, you know, we're doing a little bit of, a tasting on this wine. So I just want to let you know, 2019 Sarget, beautiful wine. It's got all that spice tone, a beautiful brambly kind of raspberry, cassis, framboise, all different red fruits, blue fruits too. But it's got that really lift, that beautiful 2019 vintage that's, to me, this is a rock star vintage. If you cannot, find wines in 2019, they're starting to come in. You're starting to see a plethora of 19 starting to come in. But let's taste this wine. Silky tannins. Oh my God, you can drink this wine right now. This is a wine you don't need to age. You can drink a 2019 Sarget Gruaud Larose while you're waiting for the 2019 Grand Cru Class A to mature and everything like that. But pay attention now. This is one of the wines that you want to really look for in 2022 because the prices didn't go up too high. They went up a little bit, but it's a justifiable vintage. It's probably the next vintage to the 1982 that has been memorable. The 82 Gruaud Larose was one of the fabulous wines in the 82 vintage. Again, this is David Kohl. Pay attention now. Grand Cru Class A is on the way, and we're getting better and better wines coming.